Hi, this is just a short screencast to show you how to take your landing page from looking something very simple to something looking a little bit more professional. There's a lot of other options that you can use. These are using starting points developed by the QLT Online Leads in conjunction with Tim Clapdoor from YouImagine. What I'll do is I'll walk you through how to access the site that has all of these starting points, how to pull them into your own subject site, and then how to go about changing some of those landing pages so that it suits exactly what you need. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is going into the site where you can find some of these starting points. It's called BJBS landing pages, and you'll see that what I've done is I've gone into organizations, use the organization search tool, put in BJBS landing pages, and I'm clicking on go. Once I'm in there, I can click on the little cursor and enroll in the site. This is a self-enroll site, so everyone will be able to enroll in it. Make sure you click on submit and then OK. When you're in the site, just have a quick look at some of the landing pages that you can use. They're organised according to static landing pages as well as dynamic landing pages, and they're focused on purpose. So landing pages that are designed to focus on your teacher presence, landing pages that are designed to focus on the orientation to the subject or the subject identity, landing pages that are designed to focus on subject updates, so dynamic pages that change every single week or on a regular basis, landing pages that draw in a social feed, or even landing pages that use an external tool such as Padlet for probably that first week that really brings together student introductions, getting students to introduce themselves to each other and pulling all of that onto one page. Now there's lots of other configurations of landing pages that we can pull together if it's something that you need for your subject. We've just put together some very simple ones, fairly straightforward ones around different purposes at the moment. If you want something more complex, give me a yell, and what we can do is do a special landing page makeover for you if that's something that you're keen on. You'll see we've got a few other landing page makeovers down here that you can look at as well. But for this one, this subject needs something quite simple and quite straightforward, and so what we're going to do is focus on this one here, teacher presence. I'm going to put the editing mode on. And what I need to do is copy that across into my other site. Now I want to make sure I get all of this landing page, so I'm going to click on the HTML code just there, and then I'm just going to copy, highlight all of it, click Control-C for copy, and I'm not going to update, I'm going to cancel it because I don't want to change anything in the site, and I'm going to click cancel back here as well, just to make sure that I haven't changed anything for other people. Then what I'm going to do is go back into my site over here, and this was my old page. So I'm going to create a new page now. So I'm going to the plus sign here, click blank page. I'm just going to call it home. Make it available to users, though you might not want to do that right at the start until you're ready. Okay, and I have a blank page. Again, I'm going to click on HTML, and then I'm just going to do Control-V to paste the code in and update it. Now this is quite important. Remember to click on the submit button just to make sure that that's saved. Alright, so now what I want to do is just go and change some of this text and make it my own. My subject's not ABC123, your subject, so I'm going to change it to what my subject is. HRC 408, computing on it. Hang on, actually I don't think I'll do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the welcome to HRC 408 Computing Honours. Okay, what I really want to do though in my site is I want to think about how I'm going to engage students. What's the grab that's going to get them to say, okay, this is what this subject is all about. This isn't my subject, so I don't know it really well, so this isn't going to be the best heading, but let's just say let's get into research. I'm sure everyone who is watching this can think of a much better heading than that, but that's what I'm going to go with for now. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to change this information here. So I'm going to submit so that it saves. And I'm going to go back to the old one. And I'm going to put the message that's in there. I'm not going to copy this down here because really that's just CSU auto text. We don't need that to stay in your subject site. Oops. I'm going to go back to my home page now. I should just move that up the top because that's going to become my final one. Okay, and now I'm just going to paste that in right here. Okay, there you go. Now I'm going to make a few other little changes. I'm also going to go back to this one and paste the correct photo in as well. So to do that, I'm going to select the image, find where that image came from, and this may be different from your for your subject. Copy that, click cancel, back to home, click on here, onto the image. I'll get rid of that. We don't want that lady there at all. And then I'm just going to click on update. Oh, I might put an image description in there as well. Okay, now that's fairly small. I don't know if I want it that small. I would like it centered, and in fact I'd like all of this centered as well because it just fits the space a little bit better. I might just make that a little bit bigger as well. Now I can just expand it, or I can go into appearance and let's make that 260 instead. That will keep it in proportion, and I'll update. There you go. Okay, so that looks much better. Do I need this text here? No, I don't. It's a good idea to think about it. That's an opportunity when you're redoing your landing page to think about the kind of information you've got in there. But for now, I'm just going to leave it. This is a space here for you to put a message in here, a key message that you really want to stand out for students. Now again, that might not be the most appropriate message to go in there. I'm just using that as an example, but you might want to put something like that in your site. And now I can click submit. Of course, the other alternative is just to delete it. Now I can just click submit. I've saved that now. If I go and have a look at that, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so now the thing that I really need to do is to make sure that home page will come to home. I'm going to go teaching style. The entry point is going to be home and then submit. So now when I go back to my site, this should be the first port of call. And that's how to change your landing page. Once you've done that, of course, you might want to get rid of or make your other landing pages invisible. Now to make those landing pages invisible, simply hide the links. So that what students see would just be your single home page. And that's it. I hope that was helpful.